Erev Tov Rabotai, we are continuing with our Mishna Yomi. We begin today with a brand new Masechet, Mishnayot Masechet Nedarim. We begin with Perek Aleph, Mishnah Aleph. Now a neder, or in plural Nedarim, is a statement through which a person makes something forbidden to himself or others. There are two ways in which a neder can be expressed. A person can simply declare an item prohibited. For example, this bread is forbidden to me. Or it can link it to something else that is prohibited. For example, this bread is like a korban, a sacred offering to me. The second method works only if the item to be forbidden is linked to something that was previously permitted and became prohibited by a person's declaration. A korban, a sacred offering, is an example of this because an animal becomes a korban and therefore forbidden when someone declares it to be so. Therefore, the statement, "This bread is like a korban to me," is a valid neder. But the statement, "This bread is like pork to me," is not a valid neder, since pork is forbidden by the Torah without a person's declaration. It has to come, the link has to come through something that's forbidden through a person's own declaration. Now, in order to be effective, the words of a neder must meet certain conditions of meaning and style. The Mishnah begins by stating the law where someone replaced a key word in a neder with an inferior word that means the same. For example, he said konam instead of korban. Once the Mishnah rules about the use of substitute words in Nedarim, it also rules about the use of substitute words in other legal declarations. The Mishnah begins, Kol kinuye nedarim ka-nedarim. All substitute words in Nedarim are as effective as basic words in Nedarim. Now the next Mishnah cites some substitutes for the words korban, namely konam, konach, and konas. So for example, if one said, "This object is like a konam to me," he has made an effective neder and the object becomes forbidden to him. V'charamim kacharamim. And all substitute words for charamim are as effective as the basic term for charamim. It is possible to donate something to the temple treasury by saying, "This object is cherem." As property of the temple, the item is sacred and no one may have personal benefit from it. Therefore, like a korban, an object designated as cherem is something that itself became forbidden through a person's statement. Cherem can therefore be used for linkage in a neder, as in, "This object is cherem to me." Our Mishnah teaches that the word cherem can be replaced with an inferior word. Examples of such words are cherek, cherech, and cheref, as stated in the next Mishnah. And therefore, saying "this object is cherek to me" is also a valid neder. Ushvuot ka-shvuot, and all substitute words for shvuot are as effective as the basic term for shvuot. A shvuah is a statement in which one promises that he will do or will not do a certain action. For example, I take a shvuah that I will not sleep today. Unlike a neder, which concerns an object, a shvuah refers to an action. A shvuah is binding even if one uses substitute for the word shvuah. For example, he said, "I take a shivusa," like we will see in the next Mishnah. Unizirut kanizirut, and all substitute words for nizirut are as effective as the basic term for nizirut. A nazir is someone who makes the vow of nizirut, which prohibits him from consuming wine or anything that comes from a grape, having his hair cut, or becoming tameh from a corpse. The laws of the Nazir are written in Sefer Bamidbar, chapter 6, and they are the subject of Masechet Nazir. One becomes a Nazir even if he said, "I'm hereby a Nazik," because Nazik is a valid substitute for Nazir, like we will see in the next Mishnah. The Mishnah now deals with a partial neder, where the person did not say the complete formula of a neder, but said enough to make his intent clear. Ha'omer lechavero muderani mimach. If one person says to another, "I am vowed from you," mufreshani mimach, or "I am separated from you," meruchakani mimach, or "I am distanced from you," sheni ochelach, sheni torem lach, and after one of these phrases he adds that "I will not eat that which is yours," or that "I will not taste that which is yours." So for example, he said, "I am vowed from you that I will not eat that which is yours," asur. The other person's food is prohibited to him, because even these incomplete statements are considered nedarim. Now these are only partial nedarim because they include neither an expression of prohibition, as in "that which is yours is forbidden to me to eat," nor expression of linkage, as in "that which is yours is like a korban to me." They are nevertheless treated like complete nedarim. A partial neder is called a yad, a handle, because just as one can control a vessel by grasping only the handle, so too one can affect a complete neder by saying only part of one. A similar case, minudeh anilach, regarding a person who said, I am minudeh from you, and added, for example, that I will not eat that which is yours. Rabbi Akiva would just rub his lips together and not actually say whether it is a valid neder or not, but his gesture implied that he wished to rule stringently and consider it valid. Although he was not sure, Rabbi Akiva was inclined to rule that the word minudeh can mean detached, which is a valid expression for a neder, like the term separated and distanced. The first time, however, does not include minudeh among his list of words, vowed, separated, etc., that suggests a neder, because in his view it means excommunicated and nothing else, as the Ran explains on page 7a, Masechet Nedarim. The Mishnah states the law where a person added the phrase, like the Nedarim of the wicked, to an acceptance of Nizirut, to a commitment to bring an offering, or to a Shvuah. If someone said, like the Nedarim of the wicked, I'm hereby a Nazir, or like the Nedarim of the wicked, I will bring an offering, or like the Nedarim of the wicked, I will not eat this loaf of bread. Nadar ben Naziru v'kurbanu b'shvuah. He has effectively vowed to be a Nazir, or to bring an offering, or he has made a Shvuah not to eat the loaf of bread. The words like the Nedarim of the wicked have no effect on his vow. He presumably added them only to embellish his statement, drawing upon the fact that wicked people tend to vow and swear. On the other hand, if he said like the Nedarim of the righteous, I'm hereby a Nazir, or I will bring an offering, or I will not eat this loaf of bread, Lo amar klum, he has said nothing. Since righteous people generally do not vow or swear, his words like the Nedarim of the righteous imply that he did not intend to make a commitment of this type. Kinitvotam, however, if he said like the Nedavot of the righteous, I'm hereby a Nazir, or I will bring an offering, or I will eat this loaf of bread, Nadar ben Naziru b'Kurbani has effectively vowed to be a Nazir or bring an offering, but he has not made a valid Shvuah, therefore he is not forbidden to eat the bread. When a righteous person accepts upon himself to be a Nazir or to bring an offering, his commitment can be described as a Nedavah, but not a Neder. Therefore, this person who added like the Nedavot of the righteous has indeed accepted upon himself to be a Nazir or to bring an offering. However, his Shvuah, like the Nedarim of the righteous, I will not eat this loaf of bread, is not valid because a righteous person never makes a Shvuah. Now, there are two ways in which a person can promise to bring an offering. A neder. He says, I obligate myself to bring an offering, where he commits himself to designate an animal later and then brings it to the temple. This neder should not be confused with the standard neder of our Masechet, in which a person renders an item or items prohibited. And B, nedavah. He points to a particular animal and says, this is an offering. With these very words, he designates the animal that he intends to offer. All that remains for him to do is to bring it to the temple. A righteous person would not make a neder, I obligate myself to bring an offering, because if the animal he designates later becomes unfit to be offered, for example, it dies or is injured, he will be obligated to replace it. And as a result, he might come to violate the biblical prohibition against bringing an offering after its deadline. So to avoid transgression, a righteous person will make only a nedavah. This is an offering, in which case he is not responsible for its replacement. So we see from here that the term nedavot of the righteous is meaningful in the context of offerings, but the term Nedarim of the righteous is not. There is a difference between Neder and Nedavah regarding Nizirut as well. The word Nedavah, which literally means gift or donation, carries a sense of sincere commitment. Therefore, when a righteous person becomes a Nazir in order to avoid sin, since his commitment is pure, it is called a Nedavah. The term Nedavot of the righteous is therefore a fitting description of an acceptance of Nizirut. That is end of Mishna Aleph. Now, Mishna Aleph taught that substitute words or kinuyim can be used in a neder. Mishnah Bet gives examples of such words. Konam, konach, konas. If one person says to another, this loaf of mine is like a konam to you, or like a konach to you, or like a konas to you, harelu kinuyin korban. These are substitute words for korban, for sacred offering. The words konam, konach, and konas are four non-Hebrew words for offering. Therefore, the neder is effective and the loaf becomes prohibited. Examples of kinuyim in a cherem designation: cherek, cherech, cheref. If one person says to another, this loaf of mine is cherek to you, or cherech to you, or cheref to you, harelu kinuyim cherem. These are substitute words for cherem. Examples of kinuyim in an acceptance of nizirut: nazik, naziach, paziach. If someone says, I am hereby a nazik, or naziach, or paziach, these are substitute words for nazir and can be used in an acceptance of nazirut. Examples of kinuyim in a shvuah, shvuta, shikuka. If someone says, I make a shvuta that I will not eat this loaf, or I make a shikuka that I will not eat this loaf, nadar b'mota, or he swears by using the term mota, I make a mota that I will not eat this loaf, arelu kinuyim shvuah. These are substitute words for shivua. Shivuta and shikuka mean oath in 4 languages, and mota is an alternate word for mumta, which is the Aramaic word for an oath. And that is an Abutai of today's Mishna Yomi. Baruch Adonai Leolam. Amen v'amen.